Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hi and a big welcome and a happy new year to you all. Oh my goodness. Yo, to actually sit down and film after so long has been the most difficult thing ever. I don't think I'll ever do that to myself and take such a long break. Just coming back was just so difficult because I didn't know what video to come back with. So that's why we're here, we're back. That's why I took like 3 weeks off. A lot happened in those 3 weeks as well, but that will come in a separate video, which will be my third trimester video that I'm going to be filming today as well. I'm currently not wearing a bra because I could not be bothered. I literally, like, to even like do my makeup was just a mission, so this is the best that we can do right now. If lighting keeps changing because it's winter, so like it's really cold but the sun keeps coming in and out, and it is what it is. So anyway, if you're new to my channel, hi, sorry for the long ass disclaimer. Today with this video I figured that I would just sit here and go over my vision board from last year and kind of just see what happened and like where I'm at with it, and if those goals are my goals for 2020 as well, or if I'm changing it up, and what I accomplished and what I didn't accomplish and why I think I didn't accomplish it. Yeah, and all that jazz. Okay, so it's very important for me to do this video because I feel like it was my first time doing a vision board, and I've heard only good things about vision boards and everything. So much so that when I didn't really accomplish everything that was on my vision board, I kind of was like down and out, and like I was just like depressed about it because I was just like, what the heck, like why is this working for everyone else and it's definitely not working for me, you know? So that's basically like where my headspace was, like from the middle of the year, like from just after summer, and during summer I was like kind of going through that, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like what has happened? Like I had never done a vision board at all because I just don't know, like every year I would just go into the year with no intentions for the year or anything like that. Like I never sat down, it was never a big thing to me. I never really sat down and be like, okay, this is what I want to achieve and stuff like that. And I feel like the years that I didn't do that, which is so bizarre, are the years where I achieved more than I did with a vision board, which makes sense with the type of person I am. I'm not a very structured person, like, how to explain it? I'm not a very structured person in terms of this is what you need to do at this time, or this it won't happen. Like I'll be so stressed out about getting it done on time that it just genuinely won't happen. I'm a very impulsive person, so it kind of makes sense with the type of person I am. So I'm trying to make my vision board for this year a little bit different. Well, this is just like a long intro, but I'm trying to explain to you guys why I think it didn't really work and why I'm tweaking a little like things here and there. So I did this at home before I moved here, and when I did move here, I misplaced my vision board. Like it literally disappeared off the face of the earth. It was kind of like, it's so weird now that I'm sitting here, it's like God was just saying like, forget that vision board, like ain't nothing like that happening this year, because nothing like that did happen this year, so or last year. So yeah, and when I went back home, I tried to look for it. My sisters helped me look for it. It was just nowhere to be found. Like our helpers looked for it. Like, it was just nowhere to be found. So I kind of just, gave up on it. It was in the middle of the year, and I was just like, you know what? And a lot had happened already that I didn't plan on happening. Like I was pregnant, so I was just like, it's very unrealistic at this point and in my current situation. But I think the mistake I made with that vision board was that it was not visual. Like it was very much visual, but I didn't have it with me. I was not looking at it every single morning. I was even barely at home. Like I was always at like my boyfriend's house, so like I was barely like even at home. Like I was just unintentional with everything that I did. I was just very impulsive with everything I did. But yeah, Okay, so we're gonna go into that. I'm gonna go into the goals separately and like talk about just like what happened and everything. So I had fitness goals. My fitness and like in general and my body and my health and stuff like that. My health is bad, has always been bad. So that I've accepted and I kind of know how to deal with it. Fitness wise, I've never been fit. Anyone that went to high school with me knows this. I have never been fit. Running has never been my life. But surprisingly, like my goal was to, get a body that was like firm and tight. Like I really wanted a firm and tight body. I used to be like a ballerina. Like I used to do ballet. And when I did ballet, and I did it for a couple of years, my body was so firm. Like I just wanted to go back to that, and I always wanted to go back to dance or something like that. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna move out here. I'm not too sure if like it's part of like it's a thing. Like I'm gonna be like around dancing studios. I don't know. In South Africa, the dance is like kind of really big. Like you can't live in an area and not have a dance studio, here it's very much like you have to look for it. So I wasn't like too pressed on like, okay, I really need to be in dance or go back to dance and stuff. It was just something I really wanted to do. It was just something I really, really wanted to do, but I wasn't pressed on it. But I wanted a firmer body, which meant working out and stuff. And I did that. Surprisingly, I did that. And I did that unconsciously. Last year was the 1 year where I worked out the most out of my entire life. Like, I used to run almost every single day or every second day. And then the other like alternative days I would just work out at home and do like exercises at home. I had an app. I don't know, I did really work out the most last year, and I loved my body last year. Last year was the first time in my life where I had like a flat stomach. It was the first time where I was just very confident in my body, and not the first time. I'm confident in my body any day. Any day, like any day. I've never struggled with that, but like my body last year, oh my gosh, how my legs looked, how my ass looked, how my stomach looked in jeans and all that jazz. Honey, listen, that last year's body was my favorite. So I would say that goal I did achieve. That was like a fitness goal. Academically, I wanted a 4.0 GPA. I did not achieve my 4.0 GPA. I achieved 3.7 something. So I was just like a little bit off of it. So I wasn't really pressed that I didn't achieve the 4.0 GPA, and I know where I went wrong. The first half of the year, I didn't really take school so seriously until midterms. And I didn't take my midterms seriously. And for my midterms, I just did average. I didn't get like the marks that I would need for a 4.0 GPA or the marks that I wanted, because I really didn't study that much. I just didn't study that much. I also didn't go to classes like a lot. So I'm like not too pressed about it at all. But that was a goal that I wanted to achieve that I did not achieve. But it's a goal that I want to achieve for this year for sure. Also, this is like the year, it's so weird. This is the year because it kind of crosses over to the next year. So you start in February of 2019 and then you end in February of 2020. So I'm still like redeeming myself from first semester, but first semester is what I'm talking about. Second semester, yeah, we're good. I'm pretty sure I have a 4.0 GPA. I'm currently doing like finals, but I'm pretty sure I have a 4.0 GPA. And then I wanted to travel more. That didn't happen, and I'm actually it's very disheartening for me because it did not happen, not because of me not being proactive about it. First of all, my visa got denied, my Schengen visa got denied, so so I couldn't really travel like in Europe, and I really wanted to travel around Europe. I've done the US, I've done Asia, I've done Mould a lot. Like I've also done a little bit of Europe, but like I really wanted last year to be Europe based, but my Schengen visa got denied, and it's just easier to apply when you're in your own country, and I think you can only apply when you're in your own country for a Schengen visa, not for like an individual country's visa. So when I went back home, I was already pregnant. I was dealing with a lot of things, and dealing with the fact that I am pregnant to begin with, and just being around family that I didn't really prioritize reapplying for my Schengen visa. So that got thrown out, like that got desperately thrown out, and I was also very much discouraged. Yo guys, choose your partners wisely, choose like your friends wisely and everything, because that can like really affect your goals and affect who you are overall, because you are what your goals are. Like what you want to achieve is basically who you are, and it speaks volumes of who you are. So I was like very much in like a very toxic relationship, and I was like discouraged to do a lot of the things that I wanted to do. But that's like another story for another day. But yeah, so I didn't really travel that much. I just went home and then I came back. I didn't travel much, and it like breaks my heart because I really do love traveling, and I've been doing it since I was 12. So like it was just like annoying, and I'm in Europe, so it's not expensive to travel, so it's never like, it could never be a financial thing. But yeah, there's that. And then I wanted to like, business wise, I wanted to start a business. I don't know, I've never really spoken about this like on my YouTube channel, but I've started so many businesses, and I have like ended those businesses. A lot of them have failed, which doesn't really discourage me at all. I've always known that you start a business, it's bound to fail. You start another one, or you redo that one and change your ways and everything. Like I've always known it. It's been embedded in me by my dad. That is just how it is. Like you start a business, you fail, you get back up and you do it again, and you keep trying until it's successful, and that's how you learn. That's how you learn how to operate and have a successful business. So and my first ever business was like when I was 18, and it was like a greetings card business where I'd make greeting cards for people online and sell them on Etsy. It failed because I think I'm just like, I take my personal stuff and mix it with my goals so much. It failed, but it wasn't supposed to fail. It only failed because like I was just dealing with the loss of my dad. Like my dad passed on a month into it, and so not even a month, like maybe 3 weeks, 2 weeks into it. So I just like started focusing on other things. Like I get distracted, like something happens in my life and then I get distracted from those goals, and I'm trying not to do that this year. Like this year we're definitely not doing that. I can't afford to do that. like I simply cannot afford to do that. So last year in the beginning of the year, I was like really set. I wasn't even focused. I had all the funds to start it and everything. But I got so distracted when I got here. Like I got so distracted. I got mixed in with the wrong crowd. And I used that money so recklessly. Like I used money so recklessly last year. It's insane. But I wanted to start a business, but I didn't. I'm not going to mention the business or anything like that because I'm not too sure if I'm still going to do that or not. I'm probably not going to do that this year, but probably the following year or within 2 years. But yeah, that like it failed like miserably, and it was part of the toxic relationship that I've been speaking about. Like you just share with people what your plans are and your goals are, and like just get discouraged, or like they tell you, yeah, you can do it, but then like, oh, I'm gonna help you, and then it's like false promises, or like they just distract you and they don't take your goals as seriously. Stay away from people like that. Like stay away. Like I'm saying this like this person's out of my life, but this person is definitely not out of my life. But yeah, stay away from those people. So that was a big like, oh my like, God, like, why? Like, you implanted that seed in me, and it's been going for years, and it's just not working. It's not working out. So business wise, that's what I wanted to do. Money wise as well, I wanted to save, and like generate more money than spending money. Like, I haven't had a year where I have made more money than I've spent, and that is my ultimate goal. Like, I want to make more money than I spend. Like, that is my ultimate goal. Like, anyone that knows me knows that I'm a big spender. Like, or I used to be a big spender, but like the past 2 years, like, I'm not about that life anymore. Like, I'm not about that life. Like, spending scares me now. Like, I would rather starve than buy myself food. Like, I think about it like for a very long time. Like there's certain things I like deprive myself of now, because like I just don't want to see that number decreasing in my account, and stuff. And this year I want to be financially smart. So yeah, this year I just want to be more financially smart and more proactive and intentional with my money, where I put it, how I spend it, and all that jazz. I think it's already in my head. It was already in my head last year, but I spent money thinking money was gonna come in, and money did not come in, and that was my problem. I'm too trusting of people's word. This year we ain't trusting nobody. And then I wanted, like, spiritual wise, like, I wanted to be closer to God. I felt like right now I feel like I was more closer to God last year this time than I am this year. But anyway, last year I wanted to be more closer to God, and I was more proactive in terms of how do I explain it? In terms of getting the word and learning the word and learning God's ways and getting God's word. I was very much more intentional with it in the beginning of the year, and then somehow I just got lost in the sauce, and then I got pregnant, and then I obviously had to seek my God again, and we are working on our relationship. So I would say I got closer to God, but there's always room for improvement. Basically, I don't think you can ever sit in front of a camera or a person and say, yeah, like, me and God are tight, like, we're good, like, we're tight. Like, nah, he's there. We argue, like, we go back and forth about a lot of things, but he's definitely the first thing I think about in the morning and the last thing I think about at night. And it had never been like that throughout the years. At some point I was Buddhist, so like, it had never been like that throughout the years. So yeah, I've gotten closer to God, let me say that. Like, that goal was achieved. And then I wanted to cook more. This one was so weird because it happened in such a weird way. Like, I was not intentional about, okay, today we're cooking this and I want to cook this many meals like throughout the week and stuff. I was never intentional about it, but somehow I cooked more last year than I have ever in my life. And I think it's because I'm pregnant, and like, there's just certain things I crave that can only be made by my hands. Like, I don't trust people to make it for me. I'm not big on takeout here. Like, back home, yeah, sure, because back home food is bomb, but here I'm not really too big on takeout. Like, you still have to finesse it, and like, the taste is just not quite right. So yeah, I have been cooking more. Like, I've cooked more meals, different meals, than I have ever in my life, and I've lived on my own for how long? Like, for years. So I'm just really proud of that. And those are basically my goals for last year in a nutshell. They were like small goals. Also, YouTube wise, I wanted to, but on my vision board I didn't write it like that, but I wanted to get to 5k, if not 10k. You know what I mean? Like 10k, but if not 5k subscribers, and I did not reach that goal at all. And it's because I was just lacking in consistency in the beginning, or in the middle of the year. Beginning of the year I was very much consistent. Middle of the year, after my surgery, that's when it kind of threw me off a bit. But last year I pushed out more videos than I have ever in like the history of my YouTube channel. Number one. Number two, more videos that I'm proud, like I really like. The college series that I started after summer, I really love that. The weekend series where I went out and did things and I showed you guys those things, I really like. There's a lot of videos that I like from last year, my journey on YouTube last year. And I feel like last year was like a very pivotal like YouTube moment for me in terms of engaging with my audience. Like, I've always engaged with my audience, but you guys, I don't know how many of you guys like came to me, which I really appreciated, because it's like I've always been that girl that people look at and they're like, oh my gosh, she's so heavy, like she's just so heavy. Like, I've always had a very heavy soul. So like for people to come and be like, oh my gosh, you're happier, you seem so much like more like lively, like oh my gosh, yeah. And also another goal or another thing that I was trying to do last year was not talk about my subscriber count, not look at the views or anything, just push out videos, because I genuinely love creating videos. I genuinely love editing, love filming, I love creating art, and love my life, and mixing those two and putting it out there, man, that's like that is sold. So I was trying not to speak about it, because I feel like over the past years I've definitely focused on numbers and all that jazz, and it's kind of put me like down and depressed me. So that really worked for me, like that really worked for me in terms of being consistent and pushing out videos. I wasn't so concerned about numbers, and because I wasn't, nothing discouraged me, like nothing discouraged me at all. So yeah, I'm very proud of my YouTube journey from 2019, and I got like a lot of subscribers, but like not like a lot, but like a lot in like a short period of time. And yeah, I'm really happy about it. But I didn't achieve my goal of 10k, I didn't achieve my goal of 5k. 10k was like really pushing it, seeing as though like I think I started out with like maybe 2k subscribers going into the year. So 10k was like really pushing it, and I've been in this for like 6 years now. This is gonna be my 6 years, so I knew 10k was just like, that's a miracle, honey. But 5k, I really felt like I could do it, and I could have done 10k if I showed you guys more of where I'm staying and explored more and vlogged more and everything like that. So I know we just like in the middle of that, like I don't know. So YouTube wise, I didn't really achieve my YouTube goal, but I'm not discouraged, and I really like the videos that I put out last year. Like, I really do like them, some of them, except for Vlogmas, because Vlogmas, I feel like, oh my gosh, the quality was just so bad. Like it just makes me cringe. Like, vlogging every single day and pushing out a video every single day, really, I mean, it's just common sense, your quality is gonna go down. There's no way, like, your quality is gonna go down in terms of videos. Like, it's just, I was just not happy with Vlogmas at some point, so I was just like, no, I'm not gonna do it. Like, I definitely could have finished Vlogmas, but I was just like, I'm so tired of like pushing out videos that aren't of my standard. But yeah, that's about it for like my 2019 goals. I didn't achieve, now that I'm sitting here and I've spoken about it, in my head I only had achieved like, I didn't achieve anything. But now that I'm like sitting here and speaking about it, I'm like, okay, maybe I did achieve like a little bit. So it makes me feel a little bit better. But I'm also like, wow, vision boards are like, they're tough in the sense that you think like you're gonna face issues that are on the vision board. Like, I was so ready, like I was so ready to face obstacles and everything that were related to the goals that were on my vision board, because I was like, you know, God fights, you fight, but you know, the devil comes harder sometimes, you know, especially when you're like intentional and trying to do something very positive about yourself, about life, about, you know, everything like that. So I was like ready, but I was not attacked in those areas at all, or at least I was attacked in those areas, but through other things like my surgery, you know, getting pregnant, all that jazz. So like toxic relationships, I was just like very much like attacked in other areas that I didn't think of and I didn't see coming. So this year with my vision board, I have it everywhere in my apartment. Like I have it on the fridge, honey. I have it in my room. Like I'm trying to see all my goals all the time, constantly, like even if it like I don't achieve them, like my nigga, they're gonna be on the walls of my soul. Honey, like I'm not even playing, like I'm not even playing this. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching my my video, and I hope you guys had a fantastic Christmas, a great New Year's. I still feel like my New Year's hasn't started because I am currently writing finals. Like I'm starting finals tomorrow, which is when you guys are seeing this video. So as you guys are seeing this video, I'm writing finals, and I have 2 finals. I have 5 finals in 3 days, and then 2 the following week. So it's a bit of a hectic week for me. But in Terry fashion, I'm coming back to YouTube this week. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below what goal really hurt you. Like not my goal that hurt me, like the one that really hurt me would be traveling. Yeah, that goal really hurt me. Like that goal really hurt me. Like the traveling aspect of it, like it really hurt me. Like yeah, that one is still a bit sore. Like I'm not gonna lie. Mention one goal that you didn't get to achieve last year that really hurts you, that you could be possibly carrying over to 2020. And yeah, let's talk about it in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys in my video on Wednesday or on Friday. I'll see you guys in the next video on Friday. So basically what's happening now is that you guys know I upload on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, but because I'm busy with finals and this is a hectic week for me in terms of finals, I'm going to be uploading on Monday and Friday just for this week, and then next week I'll go back to regular scheduling and stuff. I just need to prioritize my finals so that I don't mess up my marks so far, because I'm just so discouraged right now. So yeah, that's what's happening. Yeah, I'm so glad to be back, and I'll see you guys in my next video.